Well, crap. Heater core went bad. That sucks. You can't win for losing. So, bad news. Gee, many crickets. I had to put a hose on the corner. The mill representative for which we are logging for, excuse me, they put a kibosh to video. So, I mean, I still video myself and whatnot. I gotta be really careful what I video. So, sorry. But I got actually a 3 or 4 really good story times to do, and then a question that I gotta ask, and that's what this one's gonna be about. Old school, new school logging, you know, what's the difference? And then another one was the spotted owl. You know, what effect did it really have? So, we're gonna get you guys mounted up and do some talking. Come out. Here we go. I think that'll work. Anyways, so the spotted owl was huge. Now, I'm going to explain this to you as best as I recall. 1989, when that started to take effect, 1990. So, I was pretty young yet, just breaking into logging. I didn't pay attention to as much stuff as I should have about that, so you're going to get the best knowledge I know about it. I do know and can say that that's when the change really started to take effect. Bigger wood, and it wasn't all old growth. Guys were logging second growth and whatnot, but there were not very many smaller yarders. It's the 071s, tiles, you know, like that. And that's when the spotted owl started to take effect, and the Forest Service, state, BLM quit selling, you know, clear cut sales, is when a lot of that, the small thinning took place, started, you know, and sorry, I was deep down in the gullet of this thing. Private timber, a lot more, I mean, and private timber is what is sustaining us now. There are, you know, still quite a few Forest Service BLM sales, but not near as and I do believe that it's picking up, to be honest. There are a lot of good loggers said, ain't doing it. And pulled the plug and, you know, quit logging completely. I'll get back with you guys. Alrighty, we're back. Sorry, we're at changed guidelines and now I'm swung over. I wish you guys, I could have got video of that. I'm still going to try to get some as much as I can. Anyways, the spotted owl, and not just, you know, logging company owners, but a lot of loggers jumped ship. And, you know, the old President Clinton come out and all that stuff, Yellow Ribbon Coalition. A lot of them, they got that dislocated workers program. They were making pretty good money to go to school and get retrained and whatnot, so it worked out for some, I guess. It absolutely, the spotted owl absolutely affected the timber industry. And it'll never be the same. It'll never go back. It is picking up. It is getting better. The pay still isn't there, but it is coming back because of the need for wood and wood products and so on. But as for the spotted owl, you know, and come to find out, there was a lot more than what they said there was. And that the spotted owl absolutely would go to a barn and live or somewhere else. So, not saying that we still shouldn't, but we've got to protect our habitat. We have to. And some of the thinning jobs we do. It's when you do a thin, there's three reasons why. To improve the stand, to improve the habitat, oh yeah, I got scared. Anyways, third reason would be private timber owners, and it's still improving the stand, but they go in, take out the smaller stems, partially to make money off of it, but to improve the stand, so 10 years later you come back, clear cut it, and you've got a nice piece of ground. And then, there are no, if I understand it right, there are no government, state, federal, BLM clear cuts, unless it's a salvage type deal. The only clear cuts being done are on private ground. And the private landowners are absolutely sustaining the timber industry for us, anyways, in my region. Seneca Sawmill, Weyerhaeuser, Roseburg Lumber, Rossboro, places like that. I'm not so sure Rossboro has so much land holdings, but the rest do. Weyerhaeuser being the biggest. Seneca Sawmill, I do believe, is second, and they're coming right in there. Seneca Sawmill's a pretty good outfit. It wasn't just the spotted owl. I mean, they were picking anything they could. Just to slow us down. The marble marlet, when we was working for Rose last year, remember we had those bird circles? That affects people every year, because they won't let you start till after a certain time in the morning, and you can't be in these certain areas during certain times of the year, and I forget what the months are, April, something like that, because of their mating season. They're afraid. I was actually told by one guy that it was the noise, for one, and that they thought the exhaust from our turbos would blow them. I'm losing all my air again. God dang this. Jippo logging. And I can't see nothing. Anyway, so, yeah, the turbo's blowing them off their flight pattern to go mate. They've obviously never had a really good girlfriend. I couldn't resist, man. I couldn't resist. And, like I say, we lost really, really good loggers. Really good loggers. And logging companies that did not want to downsize, follow ribbon and whatnot. Now, there's still a lot of guys out there running, 737, 739s, whatnot. But they are big yarders, but they're not, I'm talking 208s, BU 199s, BU 99s, 98. Yeah, my drum was messed up. Sorry, I was trying to get just a little more so I can clean it up. Sorry. I got all kinds of excuses. Anyways, but there's not the need for them either. You wouldn't want to bring a 208 or a BU 98 in here and rig it up. You could set in one spot and log this whole unit from one spot, but still it'd be a lot to rig one of them big yarders up in a unit like this. A lot. So, lost my train of thought. I hate it. Sorry, it was so rudely interrupted. Anyways, Yellow Ribbon Coalition was for the loggers and whatnot, and Logger Wade's family actually, because of it fell off. There was none, and I don't know the full particulars about this, but Logger Wade's mom and dad organized something where a ton of trucks loaded up and shipped wood clear out here to our mills to keep guys going for a while, because it was done, nothing stopped now. So that was pretty cool of them. And I didn't know that his family was involved in that until last year when I met him. And I do believe that part of the reason we're having trouble getting younger generations was because when it all happened and a lot of these good loggers bailed, then their kids didn't follow suit into the timber industry. They went into something else. And, like we said, that, construction pays more. It's hard to make a living logging. It really is. Because it's feast or famine. And if you work for a guy like this, it's really hard. I've been here Thursday, Friday. Let's see. We broke down every day. I've had 1 8-hour day since I've been here. So, when the end of the pay period comes, I'm not going to have a very good check. But also, that being said, a lot of that is self-inflicted by these guys. It's not that it's bad crew or whatnot. So through all of this, some good things did come of it too. Better forest practices and so on. I'm going to slack this rigging back just a little bit, guys. Try to get it out of his way. Maybe. It's not going to run. Sorry. Better forest practices and stuff like that absolutely did need to be done. But also, that being said, I don't think that we could really blame our forefathers, whatever you want to call it, for destroying the forest, because they were only logging per demand. And as families got bigger, more and more businesses, whatnot, the demand got bigger, more wood. So, guys like me, my dad, whatever, they just went to work. That's what they were getting paid for. Technology and knowledge. If they'd had the knowledge then that we have now about, our forest and whatnot, it would have been better. Now, there is still an outstanding amount of old growth timber, left in the Oregon, Washington, northern Idaho regions. You just don't see it. I mean, unless you go trek back, you don't see it that much. But there is a lot of timber. Now, with that being said, a lot of this old growth timber, it's protected, so it's falling down and dying. And it's like, I don't understand that. Okay, so let's have better forest practices and whatnot. But when this timber gets to a certain age and it starts to rot and fall, and let's harvest it so that we can gain income and whatnot from it. Because after it rots out and falls down, it's no good. We do need to leave a certain amount on the ground for the habitat and regrowth and all that. We know that now. And we have better forest practices. But instead of taking some of this little tiny timber we're getting one log out of and a chip top, let's leave that to grow. I mean, that's my theory. Like I say, that's my take on it. It absolutely affected a lot of people in both ways. I hope that helps. I know it's not all that great of an explanation, but that's what I got. Stay safe, get logged, friends.